Hi, I'm Brian Heap. I'm the Chief Communications Officer for the Sacramento City Unified School District. And today I'm joined by Jennifer Kretschmann. She is our Director of Student Attendance and Engagement. And Jennifer, we're going to talk to folks about the importance of attendance. We know that during and after the pandemic, we have had a real problem getting kids back to school, right? It's understandable that we missed so much time during the pandemic, but it's time to get them back, Jennifer. Just what have you noticed in terms of the data? What does it tell you about our attendance right now?
Well, I think it was important and necessary that we had to move to remote learning during COVID. But as you said, the real crisis now is really student attendance and engagement. Their learning has suffered. Kids have fallen behind. Uh, I think what's really happened is we've gotten out of the habit of going to school each and every day. Parents got used to their kids being home and being online and being able to access things through the internet. And now they have to get up in the morning, get their kids ready, get to school on time, make lunches, do all of those things that we really weren't. We had about a 2-year break, a little over 2 years. And so now we have kids that have missed over 2 years of schooling, and just getting back in that habit of daily attendance has been hard. This year, we're doing a little bit better than last year. I think our August chronic absence rate was 26%. So 26% of our students had missed so much school, they were at risk of failing. And that was last September, I'm sorry. And this September, we're about 6% lower. So we're right around 20% of our students. Still not good, but better than last year.
And Jennifer, we talk about chronic absenteeism, right? And it's easy to say that kids need to be in school because that's where they're going to learn the best. But there's more than just the academic component, right? I mean, that's hugely important, but there's also just socialization that's involved here too.
Oh, yeah. The whole idea of meeting their peers and friends, building relationships, not only with kids, but adults. We have a lot of mental health issues that stem from a lack of the socialization that you talked about. There are kids that have forgotten how to talk in front of groups of people, how to meet new friends. There's this whole concept of hanging out and just being a kid that for 2.5, almost 3 years, it felt like kids just were isolated at home on their computer and learning, but they weren't learning the socialization, learning how to hang out, learning how to play, learning how to form groups and relationships, learning how to go to adults when they needed help, when they had an issue. There was a lot that was lost.
So Jennifer, what is the district doing to help parents so that they have the support they need to make sure that we're solving this chronic absenteeism problem?
Well, right now we are just getting started. There's a whole lot of separate individual helps out there. We have our student support centers. They offer mental health resources, connections to all sorts of different services out there. We have SEL, so that's social emotional learning. Each of our different schools has all sorts of different SEL programs. Our Office of Student Attendance and Engagement, we are working on rebuilding those relationships with the families. So we're actually doing home visits. We're going to the home, we're talking to the parents, and we're finding out what they need. How can we help you get re-engaged with your school? Sometimes it's school supplies. Sometimes it's transportation. Other times we just need to facilitate meetings with the students, their teachers, sometimes the principals. We need to have those connections reestablished again. And our office, so that's Student Attendance and Engagement, is working really hard to make sure that happens.
Yeah, Jennifer, I know you and your team are working hard, and I know this is a passion project for you. So thanks so much for your time today. And here's our message to parents and students, right? No more excuses.
No more excuses. Yes. We do want to be soft and gentle. We do understand when kids are sick. We do understand when there are family issues, but we love your kids. You love your kids, and we want to see them succeed.
Well said. All right. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thanks, Brian.
And you can get more information about everything we're doing at scusd.edu.
Oh, and care.scusd.edu.
Okay. There you go.